Greetings, Guardians. How be your energy today? This fantastic, whimsical, wonderful Wednesday in the games that we like to play, the games that we need more of in our lives. Castle Grayskull 0420 bringing to you another informative video. Stop everything that you're doing if you're not playing a free to play to earn game, kind of like the ones that have been bestowed upon us by Roboto Games, who is our salvation. I am on a mission from God, yes, just like the Blues Brothers. Quick reminder, Guardians, I am not affiliated, nor do I work for Roboto Games in any shape, form, or fashion, but I will continue to accomplish my mission from God, the purpose of my channel, the purpose why I started streaming these phenomenal games, so I can get as many eyeballs saturated, have the cerebral cortex implode off of shoulders. Guardians, let's get ready to get into it. I'm so excited. Pleiade Battle Maids, ladies, what can I say? Besides Chapter 1 of Season 4 of Overlord, Yuri Alpha is the only Pleiade Battle Maid that has been referenced or mentioned in Season 4. I haven't seen a single Pleiade. Now, we have gotten to see the homunculus battle maids. I mean, they're not even battle maids. We've gotten to see the homunculus maids. Excuse me. But the Pleiade battle maids, ladies, I've got nothing but love for all 7 of you. Wink, wink for those true Overlord fans like myself. But I'm going to get ready to take it from here. There's too much excitement that we have to get into. I do not mean to shoo you away. I love that magical voodoo that you do the best for me, ladies. But I will jump into it from right here. Thank you kindly, ladies. Don't mean to shoo you away. Guardians, there is just so much action going on. Let me just catch you up and regale you. Playing the directly inspired new game. Directly inspired new game that's been released earlier this year, March 2022. Might and Monsters. This game has been directly inspired by an OG classic also made by Roboto Games called Last Mage Standing. Not a direct sequel, as I was under the impression, because you got to remember, Guardians, if you're new to Castle Grayskull 0420, I stumbled across this game almost 5 months ago. Been playing it ever since. Like I said, that's why I started streaming. LeVar Burton couldn't have put it better himself at the end of every single Reading Rainbow. Don't just take my word for it. You need to check these games. You need to check this game out for yourself. Make a player profile. Get in on the fun. That is that acronym-based fun. All caps with the dots in between. Roboto Games knows what we mean. Playing Might and Monsters. Literally playing the game. Not under an illusionary base online bait and switch bamboozle type game. Not running a simulation. Actually input output. Playing a game. Very friendly, cordial gaming community. So neighborly. Second coming of Jesus Christ would be proud. They would want to stop there because the gamers that are bred and festered from the types of games that Roboto Games has put out, because they're not pay to play and they're not pay to win, because you're not opening up your wallet and your bank account is not going to get his life force sucked dry just so you can be competitive, just so you can have fun, just so you can play a game. A free-to-play game, a free-to-play to earn game. That is that's the formula. And the catalyst in that formula, Guardians, is the word play. In all sense of the word. So going back to the aspect of the cordial, friendly, neighborly gaming community, was talking with a top-ranked veteran player of Last Mage Standing. Also, a top-ranked veteran player of this game, Might and Monsters. They actually beta tested this game. Helped out with, some insight and things. Been talking with Shuri. Referenced Shuri quite a bit, and I still have to give a shout-out and credit to a habitual educational video watcher of the YouTube videos that you're looking at right now, have to give a shout out and a habitual commenter, 00Negro82. Reached out and joined the Discord, on Discord known as Oh That Guy Over There Too. The best analogy that I can give to explain this, most seamless metaphor that doesn't skip a beat. 00Negro82 is my Morpheus, as I am the Neo and Shuri is the Source. 01 for the Machine City, the source where everything comes from. I have been granted access. I have gained a plethora of insight information, more accurate feedback, first impressions from veteran OG players that I'm going to be bringing to you. So, I was talking with Shuri about this game right here, about Might and Monsters, okay? Now, as I stated, this is a loose base inspired game of Last Mage Standing, the original OG. So it's not a direct sequel. Roboto Games never presented this as a sequel, but they did clearly state officially that it is a new and different game, like Last Mage Standing. Okay? Like Last Mage Standing. So some drawbacks and some hangups that I want to inform you about and let you know, because this is what the mission from God that I'm on, to get this game so much more exposure, to get eyeballs on it. Now remember, I do not work for Roboto Games. If I did, I'd share that with you, Guardians. I'd let you know down to the last cent how much I'm getting paid. But I am a huge nerd for fun, acronym fun, all-inclusive, easy, free to play to earn games, which this is. Now, this game does have bots in it, okay? It does have bots. And we'll get rid of the bots with more people making profiles and playing and getting in. It has more bots than Last Mage Standing. So that's just a given. And this has been confirmed, fact-checked, and also presented by accredited veteran sources, okay? Established individuals. So it's not all just coming from Shuri. I've gained access to the alliance of Team Chad, all those great members on there with very, very OG players of the original game before there was ever any Mage Pass seasons in it. Before it was called Last Mage Standing, before it was called Arx Arcana, for it.io. But we're not here to talk about the OG, okay? Just trying to use that as a reference. Now, the thing that we need to do is understand that this new game is still brand new. Roboto Games is utilizing this as a transition to a new project that they're working on. That's all I'm going to hint on about that. Join Castle Grayskull 0420 official Discord to find out about the new game that's under development. Leave a like and comment for this video for the game first and foremost, because remember, Guardians, is not about me. That's why you'll never see my handsome, gorgeous moneymaker. Too much of a distraction. Let's take a look at what's going on here in this game. I was playing Might and Monsters. Ask the chat, as always, RNG high for me. Wanted to know if the probability deities that govern the reward chests in the game, if they were appeased, if I had placated them enough, if they were amused with my shenanigans and gameplay from today's accomplishments of the daily quest that I did finish. First chest that I cracked open, lo and behold, looky there, Guardians, we have a new equipment deck card. They're just falling out left and right. I'll be so ecstatic. I don't know how to describe what will go on if I unlock a brand new Guardian. So that's what we need to get more exposure for, so these developers can go ahead and push and release the rest of the Guardians, release more equipment deck cards, and you can help out by checking out this game, making a profile, seeing if it is truly free to play to earn, as I'm presenting and sharing with you, because I would not have earned this life drain card for Boris, this new card called Belt of Death. I mean, how cool sounding is that? Now, it just looks like a skull. We don't really see a belt. And I've talked about this before. We unlocked a new equipment deck card just recently for Pyro, and it was called the Thorny Belt. and it looked more like a gauntlet than a thorny belt. But I'm not one to argue. This would be great feedback or suggestions that you as a player, you as an avid video game player, because if you clicked on this video to watch, you like playing video games, okay? So you've already gotten some cool points in my book. If you're checking out and trying to see what Might and Monsters is about, what it can offer, you're getting more cool points in my book because you're helping me accomplish my mission from God, which is to get as many eyeballs oversaturated and exposed to this phenomenal free-to-play to earn game. So it was playing the game, earn this Drain Life. This is a fire elemental equipment deck card. I'll have to defeat some fire elemental monsters that spawn from that region or biome or area in the game map. If I collect 6 fire elemental crystals and this card, the Belt of Death, if I equipped it, and if the Belt of Death, if it's dealt to me out of my hand, I can then activate it if I have the correct amount of crystals. I'm so excited, Guardians. Let's actually take a look at this. We'll get maybe some first look gameplay, or I might save that for another educational clip. I think I'll do that. I don't want to overload you too much. That's another thing that I want to work on. Getting some nice, concise educational clip videos out there. Let's collect this. Let's collect it. We'll take a look. We'll definitely get a first look at the card and its possibilities. But as far as the first look gameplay, I'm going to save that for another educational clip. And once again, this is now going to super stat Boris's cards here. So the Life Drain, the Belt of Death, that's going to replace my shiny belt that I have here. If I equip that, I now have Boris stacked up like Pyro. So each Guardian has 10 equipment deck cards each. The cards will be Guardian specific, which means that this Drain Life card that I have here is not going to be for Kadira. It's not going to be for Pyro, solely for Boris, as you can clearly see. 3 of those 10 cards are permanent. You cannot change them. You cannot move them around, augment them in any shape, form, or fashion. The remaining 7 out of your 10, though, as you clearly saw here, as you unlock them, you can change and customize. This is where so many different branches and flowcharts of gameplay will come in, depending on how you want to play with your particular Guardian. But as I'll show you real quickly with Pyro, he has 3 permanent cards, still 10 total. Kadira, she has 3 permanent cards, and the permanent cards are 1 of every single elemental faction. So we've got the nature faction, we have fire, and then we have water. We're just missing a few more elements, and when they combine, we can get Planetina, or Captain Planet, however you want to look at it. I like the Don Chila version of Captain Planet. You need to check out my educational video of the nicknames for the abilities of the OG Last Mage Standing. Some hilarity. It explains a lot. But right here, with Boris, what I've essentially done, I've got him set up the way that Pyro is. So, 10 cards total. This is straightforward, algebraic fun. We're going to get mathematical up in here real quick without really having to break out a calculator. We can just utilize the calculator that's in between the 6 inches of our ears, okay? It's real simple. 10 cards. If I look right here, 6 of those cards, 60% of Boris's cards are water elemental base cards, what he has an affinity for. And that's going to let you know whatever element your Guardian belongs to, your equipment deck cards, you'll have more affinity towards that element. So you can clearly see I have more water elemental cards than any other. Now, 30% of those cards are fire elemental. And it helps out that I just change the 2 potential nature cards that I would have had in my deck. I now have fire heavy. I only have 1 nature elemental card, and it's a card that will be beneficial for gameplay. That's going to help increase the crystal amount that you acquire when you defeat monsters. So just real quickly, I'll show you a Pyro. Pyro the Fire Wizard. 60% of Pyro's equipment deck cards out of the 10 cards are all fire. 30% or nature. I only have one card that's water-based, water elemental, and it's a crystal card. I do have another crystal card that I unlocked for Pyro. This is just a great strategy or way to get points and steamroll and get ahead in the match. Shuri was talking about this aspect, about how the RNG and the luck and probability will come in to play in. You got to check this game out for yourself. Like I said, LeVar Burton couldn't have shared it better themselves at the end of every single Reading Rainbow. Don't take my word for it. My player profile is none. You need to make a player profile. I hope to see you on the battlefield so you can have that acronym-based fun. Pleiades Battlemaids, ladies, get back out here. Do that phenomenal, fantastic voodoo that you do the best for me, because I am ready to get on with Season 4 of Overlord some more. Guardians, in all seriousness, you need to check out this game. Make a player profile. I hope to see you on the battlefield, because do believe, Guardians, when I do, I will smite you. Until then, Guardians, be easy. Don't forget, check out the official Discord by Roboto Games. Check out Castle Grayskull 0420's official Discord, correlated with Roboto Games' official Discord, where you can meet the developers, reach out and talk to veteran players, just like myself and I have done. Leave a like and comment for this educational video. First and foremost, for the video game, because it's not about me, Guardians. Check out our official live stream on Twitch. Join in on the fun. Join in on playing the game. These all-inclusive games. Pleiades Battlemaids, you ladies have the floor.